Guys, I have never seen anyone more impressive than this guy.
Hi, my name is Jadappak. I am a farmer.
Because this guy, with his bare hands, planted a forest. But first, let me tell you his story from the beginning. Jadav is a 60-year-old farmer. He has a family of 5 and he lives in a modest home in northern India. But next to his home, he saw trees were dying. The river was flooding, the animals were fleeing, and the land was disappearing. He saw deforestation. But instead of doing nothing, this farmer did something very simple. He planted a tree. Every day, he cut a branch from his trees, walked for 20 minutes, took a boat, crossed a river, and walked for 2 hours more to get to an empty piece of land with nothing in it and planted a tree. This is amazing! He did that day after day after day for 3 months a year, year after year, for 40 years, until his trees turned into a forest. A real, green, beautiful forest that went from this to this. It's too good to be true, but we're standing in it. His forest is estimated to be 550 hectares big, which is
Bigger than Central Park in New York.
the trees that he planted are now dropping seeds to the ground, and now they're growing even by themselves. And after many years, animals started showing up at his forest.
Elephant, tiger, rhino, deer.
His forest attracted wildlife and greenery, and it has become possible for him to farm in it and make a living. One day, this farmer was discovered by the local media and he turned into a sensation in his country. People called him
Forest Man of India.
Presidents congratulated him and gave him prizes, and conferences invited him to speak there. This simple farmer has become a role model for millions of people.
He's an inspiration for all of us, as he's planting many more trees and he's making a desert into a forest.
40 years after he started, Jadiv still plants trees on a regular basis. But his next goal now is a little bit different.
We want to write a book on how to plant trees.
He wants to write a book with his friend, because they believe that if we educate kids, just like his kids, on the importance of nature from a very young age, we can fix today's problems. And he wants to spread that message as wide as possible.
And I will never stop.
It took me a lot of effort to find this guy. I had to cross oceans and drive to the middle of nowhere and walk in the middle of a swamp. Where are we? Just to share his simple message with you.
Take me back to the jungle.
If you do something good, if you help just a little bit every day for many days, sooner or later you will create something much bigger than you. Something that will change the world for the better. See you next week.
Dear Indonesia, thank you so much for watching this video. If you like it, try to share it with your friends. I think they will like it too. Also, please follow this page because it's very important that we reach everybody in Indonesia with this message. Thank you so much and see you tomorrow.